What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kraken Hunters. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
We got another statue review for y'all today. As you can tell by this awesome piece right here, it's the Alien Warrior Mythos statue.
So it's not really part of anything.
No, it's like the Mythos line, I think, is where they take characters and do their own kind of take on it.
Well,
so they take an established character and then do something that an original idea for that character.
Yeah, kind of like, it kind of says it in the Mythos.
Right,
yeah,
right.
So I guess it's just their rendition of the Xeno.
Rendition, that's a better word for it. Yeah, so that's all. This is just a rendition, a different rendition of the.
And you got the exclusive edition with
yeah, I did.
This little shit right here.
Yeah, Jonesy.
Yeah,
Jonesy.
You know, I was a little ashamed because I didn't really remember his name. But the thing is if you think about it, Ripley only called him a little shit.
Well, she called him Jonesy.
Did she? Oh yeah, she did when she was trying to find him in the first movie.
Like, come on, man.
But she always called him like a little shit.
Well, all cats are. All cats are little shits. But yeah, all cats are assholes. That's why I love cats.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah. But anyways. So everybody, so I'm ready to get this review started off today. You ready to start, man?
Yeah. Okay. So y'all know how we do our reviews.
So basically, we're base,
pose, sculpt,
and paint application.
Sculpt, but that's with the portrait.
Well, okay, the portrait won't count for this one as much.
I don't know,
because it's not really a portrait. It's like, I think for the sculpt, it's all for the Xeno. It's all one thing.
I mean, they still got a face.
No, right. But I'm just saying. I think fine.
All right. Then paint application, and then overall.
All right. So that we get ready to start this review. We're gonna start with the base, of course. So what are your takes on the base?
So they've went a few pretty awesome directions on this, okay? I think that they did the industrial look really, I'm kind of iffy on the base because I really like it, and I like the way that they did the goo with it, or whatever the hell it is, like
whatever that kind of resin or whatever
whatever it is.
Discretion.
Yeah, the discretion that the
Xeno, discretion, excretion.
Excretion. I'm sorry, but anyway, whatever the hell it is that they produced, connected with like the industrial look, like they did back in like the 80s.
You can talk. I'll do the rotation.
And I'm kind of digging that, but the problem is almost seems like it looks fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's one of the things I'll agree with you. The paint application on this, just the base. It looks a little dull. Like it doesn't give off that metallic look. But I'll say this, and I think the reason for that is that, like I said, I don't know if Anubis noticed. If you look, it's metal covered with this other stuff. So I think the metal itself, the metal, it's the part that's not covered up with whatever this excretion is supposed
whatever
to be.
Whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, it looks metal, but I think they probably made the paint on it too dull to where it doesn't give that metallic sheen to it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It kind of almost looks a little plastic, but
right.
I mean, still though, it looks good.
Oh yeah, I think it's a good base.
Yeah, it's a good base.
Yeah,
definitely. Especially with the add-on.
The little
I saw the level 02.
Yeah, so
which is right here.
Yeah.
Level 2.
But again, of course, everybody knows if you can't really see it, I always post some pictures up and everything like that. But the base itself is pretty straightforward. It's got of course, like all Xeno bases and statues, they have that
weird goop.
Yeah, that goop and kind of like the industrial look of whatever, like LV20 or
LV26.
Yeah, LV26, stuff like that. That kind of industrial look with it. But I do agree. I think the base is a little lackluster.
I think that I like the fact that they put Jonesy in it too. Though.
Right.
Just for some odd reason, I like it.
Yeah, but Jones, I don't think that will take away or add to really much of the statue.
It really, honestly, it doesn't really. If you took him away,
it wouldn't really add. It really wouldn't take away from the statue itself.
Maybe it's more along the lines of like, hey, here's a little Easter egg or something,
right?
You know, like a little something for your nerd to come out, or your pop culture nerd to come out.
Right. Now, I will say this. Now, one of the things that I will say about the base is it doesn't take away from it actually enhances the Xeno itself. Because I know we were talking about before some of the Quarter of the Dead statues we've owned and reviewed. The base was so overwhelming that it took away. That in our opinion, it kind of took away from the
actual statue.
Yes. So I think the base being as lackluster as it is, I think that it does enhance the look of the Xeno more. But I still would have preferred a better application as far as the metallic look of the base itself. I'd have preferred a little bit more of a sheen or a metallic look to it.
And
it just
more,
look a little dull.
like a little bit of a black to the goop.
Right, exactly.
To the excretion.
Because it's
with
hard.
More of a sheen to that. Too.
Right, because it's hard to separate the metallic look, the
metal.
The metal from the industrial base from the excretion that usually the Xenos give off. It's pretty hard to tell the difference between the two.
That's really all I can see that's about the base.
Yeah, so like I said, base is a little lackluster, but nothing horrible. I think I would have preferred it to be a little bit better, but it's not too bad.
Right.
Okay. So now we're gonna go with what you want, sculpt next?
The pose.
No, the pose. Yeah, the pose. Now I think this is where Sideshow really got this right.
Yep.
Like I love the crouching down look of it, to where it's like it's stalking the prey,
right,
and moving at the same time, like it's getting ready to pounce on something.
Yeah, it's got that motion look, like like the stalker, you know, like the stalker it is. But even though I'm not really sure, this isn't really one of the stalker.
No, this is a warrior.
Yeah, this is a warrior, but you can still see where he's already about to fuck somebody up.
Yes,
he's about to fuck somebody's day all
up. Which what Xeno doesn't. I do like the look of the tail as well. Like it's got like a little bit of a
curl.
Yeah, that curl and the tip of it, kind of like that scorpion.
Yeah, like he's winding it up almost, ready to strike.
And it looks thicker than most Xeno tails, like on the warriors, because the warriors don't usually have that huge thick base, because it's pretty thick all the way down. Mm-hmm. So I do like that. It fits this Xeno well. I do like the thicker look of the tail because it makes it have a little bit more weight to it. It makes it look like it's got some weight to
balance.
Not even just balance. If it doesn't hit you with the sting or the point, if it hits you with the tail,
it's gonna hurt. Like
exactly. It'll look like it'll break some bones when it hits you.
Yeah.
So they did a good job of making it look like it had some weight to it.
Right, and just the overall dynamic kind of pose that it's in. You know, I mean. He does. I mean, he looks really menacing.
He does. Well, again, what Xeno doesn't.
Right. Like you were saying with that stalker about the pounce pose.
Right.
You know, you don't hardly ever really see that with the xenomorphs anymore. Like,
I know, man.
Statues.
Right. They're usually like a standing up, or it's not like they don't really do a pose.
What's that? The Invictus Raptus one?
Yeah, where he's just like this.
That's not really.
It's a boring pose.
That's not a Xeno pose.
No, it's not. It's really not. This is a perfect Xeno pose where it's getting ready to attack. Because you can tell it's getting ready to attack because it's got the mandible, it's got its mouth open with the teeth, and it's ready to pounce.
Right.
So I think they did a really good job on the pose itself. I really like the pose.
I do too. That was like one of the coolest things about it was the pose. I thought, I was like, wow, that's different than most of the other ones we've seen.
It is. All right, so that's the pose. We both like the pose.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move on to the sculpt. Now this is where this fucking thing is grade A.
Awesome.
Just amazing.
Yep.
Now, like I said, I think the sculpt it's top notch. Like what I like about the sculpt on this is that we all of us know what Xenos look like.
Right.
We all know what they look like, and this takes a little bit more of I'm trying to figure out the correct words because it's it's familiar yet so different when we look at it.
Yeah, because you notice like right here on the back on the tubes or whatever the fuck these things, the exhaust vents.
Right.
It almost is like where they breathe. I guess I don't know, like the where they exhale.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, these are a lot longer.
They are, yeah. Those are a lot shorter than what we're used to seeing.
And his shoulders too. Most of the time, those are smaller and connected even more. This one here, they're not really connected. Look, see how it's kind of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's kind of like a lapel.
Oh, okay.
You know,
yeah, like what we got on.
No, yeah, like a jacket lapel. You know
right.
what I mean?
Okay, yeah. Now, one of the things I love about the sculpt are the elongated hands, and I mean the elongated limbs.
Right.
Like it looks. Now the only thing I know what it looks like, and I don't know if many people have seen this. It's a movie called Arrival with Charlie Sheen and the guy who plays the villain in every damn movie he's in. I can't remember his name. Where it's basically spoiler alert for who's never seen Arrival. So basically it's about these aliens who take over Earth and not take over. They look human and they're trying to cause basically greenhouse gases to really cause the Earth to rise in temperature because it helps their species a lot better. I'm gonna post a picture.
That's called terraforming.
Well, that's basically what they're doing in secret, though. So the aliens when you show them, their legs do this kind of weird kind of pose back. It's hard to explain. I'm gonna post a picture if I can find it.
Like this is multiple joints.
Yes, kind of like that. Yes, and the legs on the hind legs look exactly the way it looked. Far as just the way it crouches down. It's hard to explain, everybody. But
it seems like this kind of this kind of sculpt, like on the legs, it would give them more of a pounce.
I agree, but it also gives them. It looks like it would give them a better ability to grasp objects and climb and everything. And the thing is, like the hind legs, it looks a lot more humanoid than what we're used to seeing, minus the claws and stuff like that.
No, these hind legs, they got.
Well, look how it's grasping right here.
Right.
It looks. See, like the reason why I say that, look at the front hands where you only see like three fingers.
Yeah.
But the back ones have like five digits to grasp whatever they're grasping at.
No, they got 4 digits. The hands got 3 digits.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, 4. I'm sorry, 4.
The hind legs got 5 digits.
But it looks
4 digits. I'm sorry. Yeah,
but it looks more humanoid as far as the fingers and the digits.
Right, but I'm just saying the sculpt on the leg itself it's got 1, 2, 3 joints.
Right, and I love those, like this rib cage type look on here too.
Right, and like an armor plating.
Which when we get to the paint application, I'm gonna tell you why I love this color. Which we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's like the sculpt. When they did with the rib cage, there's like giving a bulletproof armor.
It's something like that. Now, one of the things we've not talked about for the scope yet, which I want to say for last, is this fucking dome. This dome is the highlight of this piece. Like it looks like a hybrid of the Stalker from the first
and the drone.
The
Warrior drone.
Like it's got the spikes on the top with the drone, but the translucent dome too, to where you can see the skull underneath. Which I know one of our subscribers says he doesn't like that look,
the skull?
Because he didn't see it in the original Alien.
Well, I mean, if you actually took a really good close look at it, I'm pretty sure you could.
There are screenshots, or not screenshots, still pictures of the original Alien where you can see its skull.
Yeah, but I mean, if they had the capabilities and the technology that we had today, you would definitely be able to see it
a lot better. Yeah. But I love the translucent dome. The paint. I mean, it's just it's like a brain. If you look in the back here, it's like a brain back there. You see, like right there, the way it's like kind of looks like it's mushy and like. What are you looking for?
I was referencing the other.
Oh, okay, got you.
But yeah, you kind of see it. It almost looks a little mushy, but it's not because that's a bone.
Right, exactly.
And another thing too that we didn't even think about is like you can see the skull, how the sculpt of the skull looks. And that's why I wanted to keep the portrait section.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean this portrait here, man, just him.
And the teeth are really good. Like
they're like that acrylic clear.
Yeah,
they
all look even. They're perfect on the statue. Well, not even just that. You can tell that they look uniform. It's not all like the other one.
They did this thing on this one too, where they did like a little black outline on the front teeth.
Oh yes, yeah. So so you can tell it
separates them.
Yeah, and that was a smart move by them as well.
That was pretty smart.
And I mean, the mandible inside, the extended jaw looks good too.
Yeah,
I mean,
see that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. The teeth on it look really good.
And you know what? They used the same kind of acrylic on that too, and they did a pretty decent job trying to separate those, even with such a small little area.
Exactly.
And you know, another cool thing too, it doesn't look fake.
No, it does not. Like the
it doesn't
like
look
that other warrior one.
Yeah,
It almost ruined the whole statue.
It almost kind of did, but like this one here, the second mouth doesn't look too plasticky. And
exactly.
It doesn't look cheap.
Right. Now, I know you saw my face a few seconds ago. I wish some companies would just do this and stop being afraid or something. Man, let's put some drool on these damn Xenos, man. Like, that's the main thing we see in the movies when they open their mouths. It's just
not just that, even too. That's how that's how they announce their presence. You like, what the fuck is this? You know, like, what's this drool?
Oh,
what's this
shit.
on me? Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm dead now.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm like, man, come on. Like, let's put some drool on there. Like, I know, I'm not saying it wouldn't be difficult. I'm not even going to deny that, because I'm pretty sure putting that on there would be difficult, especially as far as shipping and blah, blah, blah. I want to see somebody try it, damn it. Do something with some translucent drool dripping down off one of these Xenos, man.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yes, I want to see that, because that's one of the main aspects of the Xenos we see in the movies, man.
That's like one of the big, that's how they announce their fucking presence, to be honest. I mean, you know that?
No, I know, yeah. I mean, I want to see some drool.
I know ever since I saw the original,
One of the other sculpts we didn't talk about, like I said, Jonesy.
Oh yeah, Jonesy they did pretty good on too.
Yeah, they did pretty good on that.
Oh, you take him out?
Yeah, you can take him out. Yeah. So, I mean, they did a good job for the fur and everything.
Simulating it?
Yeah.
And his teeth and his little growl or whatever.
Right, eyes are pretty good. Yeah, teeth are pretty decent.
Let me see.
Now, they even have the tongue. You know how cats, when they had that folded edges on the tongue when they hiss, they were able to do that in there as well.
They did pretty good on his eyes.
Yeah. I think the
ears back.
Yeah, just like a cat, and they're hissing and stuff.
Yep. I don't know. I think he kind of adds to the statue. I'm not gonna lie. I like Jonesy in there.
Well, I mean, I don't think it adds to or takes away really much of it. That's just my opinion.
I like it.
Right.
I mean, it kind of suits my nerd.
Okay, fair enough.
You know.
All right, so that's it for you. Got anything else to add about the sculpt/portrait?
No, I'm ready for the paint application.
All right, the paint application. All right, so I'm gonna let you start. What do you think about the paint application?
Okay, so far we talked about how we thought the base was kind of flat.
Yes.
Now it's time to go to the actual Xeno paint application.
Yes.
There's a lot of things I'm digging, and there's a lot of things that I'm grooving on. But the one thing that really kind of bothers me about it is, why the hell would they go to the color of like the dog alien on Resurrection?
Well, even the dog alien was darker than this. The dog alien, it's still like a blackish. It still was like a brown, but it was so dark that it still almost looked black.
Right.
But it still was.
Or the color palette of the creature that the queen gave birth to.
Ugh, that abomination.
Okay, I'm just saying. Why would they use that kind of color?
See, this is one of the main reasons why I love this paint. Like why I love this color. It's able to pop, far as like, look at the rib cage. It's able to highlight a lot more, because like most Xenos are just that black. Solid black or dark. Oh yeah, solid black. So it's hard to highlight all the rigid bones, the rib cages.
It highlights the sculpt is what it's doing.
And that's why I love this color. I know this color may throw some people off. That's fine, but I think that this color is able to show all the recesses and crevices in its exoskeleton a lot better than a solid black would. And you know, that's why I love this color for it.
And you know, it's dark where it needs to be too. Like in the joints and in the hips, and somewhere around the shoulders, the end bones, these vertebrae, I guess you would almost want to call them, right here on his tail. They're really dark. And I love. Go ahead. Yeah, and it lightens up right here around the side of the tail, on the ribs or whatever the hell you're gonna call them. Right. Now I will say this: I still think the paint is a little too flat on the Xeno itself. The body. Yes, I think for some reason Sideshow will not get that sheen look off of the Xenos for some reason. You see, I got plenty of them. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. Yes, and they don't. They will not have that wet look.
And that's the only thing that irritates me about Sideshow. Like that's like this is a good paint application,
right?
But I think that if it had the sheen look of the Xenos,
just a clear gloss around it.
But then again, we are basing it off of the regular Xenos when this is a Mythos statue, so it's their take on it. So, but still, I would have preferred to see a more of a sheen look on the body itself,
right?
Just to give it that wet look.
And you notice another couple things here on the paint application too that I'm kind of digging. I've been looking at this the whole time, dude, because I'm really loving it. You can see like the little veins.
Oh yeah, on the edges,
of his skull, and I'm sure they're over here too.
They are
here on the back, and they get longer as the farther back on his dome.
Right.
That gets.
I think the
that does look.
The paint application on the dome itself is really well done. I just wish that sheen would have been on here a lot more, because for some reason Sideshow will not put that gloss on their Xenos for anything.
Yeah, they won't do it. They just won't do it.
And I think that because the paint is so flat, it doesn't have a pop to it.
Makes it look flat.
It does.
The paint's flat, so you're automatically it almost kind of drives it down to being like, oh man, this is a flat kind of statue.
One of the things I do love about the tail is that it has like a more of a bone look to it going down.
Yeah.
Like I think that I really like that.
Like something y'all would be happy with.
Right. It looks mechanical because you can see the tubing on the underneath of the tail, right, but the rest of it still looks like bone. So
I'm digging that too.
I just wish that they would add some more gloss to it to give it a little bit more of a horrible snap. Pop, there we go.
You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm almost thinking? Maybe the planet that they're on and the creature that it came out of is maybe more like a desert creature.
And that could be.
That would almost explain the color.
And that's a very good point. I do like that interpretation of it. I still would have hoped to see more of a gloss look to it, but I do like the different hues of beige and brown in there because it really highlights us. Look, you can even get in here and see
on his neck,
some of the neck, some of the smaller tubing on his neck due to the fact that that color. Yes,
you can see it on his arms, his hands. You can see the separations of the fingers.
Exactly. I like the color.
You can see the separation.
I just don't like the fact that it doesn't have gloss.
Right. And you can even see like the separation of the tendons right here in his mouth and all this tubing right here in his throat.
Right. And that's why I think this color palette lends more to the detail than anything else, because you can see a lot more detail due to the fact that it's darker and lighter hues of blue and of brown and gray.
Yeah, brown and tan.
Yeah, brown and tan. Yeah, and beige. It's just a lot more, and like I said, and you can tell that by being able to see the highlighted rib cages and everything, and a lot and the tubing as well. So I just think that this color palette was an awesome choice for the Xeno. It's just a little flat. That's all.
Maybe if we actually knew the mythos behind it, and
I agree.
Creature it came out of because of these extra arms.
Right, because
we've never seen that before.
No, and I like the extra arms too. By the way, yeah, I do like that too.
Yeah, we haven't seen that. The only thing we've seen the little extra arms on was the little arms on the queen.
Right.
But this seems like it almost came out of a different kind of species.
And it could have been. Like you said, it could have been a desert creature, and that would explain that color.
Yeah, and that would make it, because he almost looks bigger than a normal
normal warrior. I would say so.
He looks bigger compared, because we know how big a house cat gets.
Right.
But then again, he might. Well, those normal Xenos, those normal drones are fucking 7 foot.
Yeah, I would say by the size compared, I would say this is easily 7.5, because especially with the double jointed kind of legs, it would stand a lot taller than a regular Xeno, in my opinion.
Honestly, I don't think this one's meant to stand. I think this one's meant to crawl.
I can say that, but it still would stand sometimes.
I don't think it would. I don't think it's meant to stand. I think it's meant to crawl like on all fours. Okay. That's why it's got the extra 2 arms.
I mean, I can see that. Honestly, I can.
And that would make it even a little bit more scary, because it'd be damn near up to your chest on 4.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like, god damn, that's a big fucking animal.
All right. So what was the last? So you got anything else to add to the paint application?
No, I think we kind of covered it all.
Right. So what was the next one? So we did the
overall.
Overall. All right. So overall, man, I like the statue. Oh, there's one thing I want to do. So just give you a height for it is right at 17 and a half. Let's say 17 and a half tall. That's inches. Yeah, 17 and a half inches tall, and about
so a foot and 5.5 inches.
I'd say about 10, about 9.5, maybe. Yeah, 9.5 inches wide. Now, I think overall,
how much do you think it weighs?
It's probably easily weighs a good. I'd say a good 8 to 10 pounds.
Okay.
Got a little bit of weight to it. I like the statue. My complaints about it, as far as the flat color and the
flat color of the base.
The flat color of the base.
Mainly just the flat color.
Just the flat color. I think it could have used a little bit of gloss and on the metallic and a little bit more to differentiate from the excretions from the metal itself. I think it could have done a better job of differentiating the two, because it's hard to tell with it both being looking like they're metal, but neither one of them looking metal enough to separate itself.
Basically, just the paint application, it being flat,
is
basically that's really our only complaint.
My other complaint is the price. I do not think this is worth $950.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
I think this would have been more suited to about maybe $699 or something. I mean, I could say
maybe
that
$700.
Yeah, about $700 or something like that. I think this is overpriced. Sorry, Sideshow, I do. I think this is overpriced. I do not think that it is worth $950. So that's almost $1,000. Now compare this to something like like I got him up.
No,
you can't tell.
Varkas.
No, not a Varkas. Him.
Oh man, what's his name?
Mortal.
Yeah.
A lot more detail, a lot better paint application, and $250. No. $250 cheaper.
About the same amount of detail almost.
No, I would highly disagree. Mortal Gold is a lot more detailed than this. Easily more detailed.
I guess so.
And it's $250 cheaper, and it's bigger than this. Yeah. It's at least, Mortal Gold's probably at least about, I'd say 22 inches tall, somewhere around that.
I'd say
about 18.
I'd say a good 20.
I'd say good 18. I'd say between 18 and 20 inches tall. And even if you look over here, I got Aglavale. Still, that was $649 or $7. I'd say $699.
Galavarb.
I'm just saying, this right here is as much as the Alien, almost as much as the Alien King.
Oh.
And see, you see that face you just made? You see that right there? That right there tells you right there.
Damn. Yeah, this
is almost, yes, this is maybe $40 cheaper than the Alien King. And
that's a little upsetting.
I still like the statue, but for the price,
damn.
Yes, for the price, I don't think it's worth $950, everybody.
Okay.
I really don't. Like I said, and this is not me saying I do not like this. I like it. I'm an Alien fan. I like the look and the different take on the Xenos, but just overall, I don't think it's worth the price. Because like I said, you forget.
That's fair enough.
And not even just the Alien maquette's more. I mean, the Queen is a lot more. I just think
the Queen was like what, 1,100?
Yes, and even that is not the same level of quality as the Alien King.
Yeah.
Like I said, so I just think overall, I just don't think it's worth the price that they're charging for it. That's just my opinion.
Hey, I get it, man, dude. I get it, dude. It is a little overpriced for such a flat kind of color palette.
Right. And the thing is I love the look of this, man.
It could have been better. It could have been better just by adding a little gloss and kind of separating, even separating the color tones between the goop and the steel. Would have made it a lot better there.
It would have, but it still wouldn't have been worth. It wouldn't have made it $950 better.
No, because I mean, you look at like $50, man. You can get the Alien King and you get fucking 7 Xenos.
One of the best bases that Sideshow's ever come out with.
Yeah,
that's
if not arguably, actually the best.
I won't say the best because I don't have
arguably.
I'd say it's easily top 10 bases that the Sideshow has come out with.
I don't know, man. I'd put it up there top 5.
No, I probably would too, to be honest with you. I'd be a little generous. I'd say top 5.
Yeah, we're not going to be generous.
Because we're gonna do a comparison with the King and this one right here, just to kind of
just kind of show everybody.
Yeah, just kind of show everybody.
Same amount, same price.
Yeah. And just to show, like I said, and maybe I'll once we have them side to side, maybe I'll change my mind a little bit.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. It just, I just don't think it's worth the price. So you ready? So you got anything to add to overall, man?
Overall, man, I really love the design. I love the pose. I really actually like the base too. If they if they could have just changed it a little bit, like separated the color. That would have even made it better if they would have separated the color between the steel and the goop.
Yes.
I would have enjoyed that. But to be honest, the flat and everything else is really fucking cool about it. The whole statue itself is cool.
Yes, I agree.
The limited edition, or what was it?
The exclusive.
The exclusive with Jonesy.
Right.
That kind of tickles me as a fanboy. But then again, like you said, it doesn't take away or add to it.
No, I don't.
But I still think that's a pretty good exclusive.
I'm not saying it's not. I think it's a decent exclusive. I've seen better. I've seen a lot worse. Looking at you, Leatherface.
Yeah, the hammer.
Yeah.
But that is bullshit.
Yeah, that was a bunch of it.
But I really enjoy. I love the pose, the dynamic pose. It's something we haven't seen in a while.
Exactly.
Actually, it's something we haven't ever seen.
Yeah, for a Xeno, I think this is a unique take on it.
Yeah. And I really enjoy like you were saying. I love the color palette that they use on the Xeno itself. It highlights everything it needs to, and it doesn't have to cover up anything.
Right.
And then but the thing is if they could have just done the gloss, or maybe
Right. I agree.
Or maybe give us an idea of what kind of environment it's in besides the normal normal industrial and goop.
Right.
Maybe that would have helped us understand a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So you ready to give our review? I mean, our rating?
Yeah, you go ahead. You go first.
All right. So we move on to our rating, everybody. This is a tough one for me. Not gonna lie. Like, I love the unique look of the Xeno. I love the pose. I just think if this had been priced cheaper, I might have given it a little bit more leeway. But with this being priced at $950, my rating for this is going to be a C.
Oh, damn. I didn't think you were going to go that low.
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you,
damn, that's one of the lowest ones you've given.
Because
actually, I think that is like the lowest one you've given.
It is. And the reason why is I think that they try to use certain terms to get more money out of people, like maquette, mythos, stuff like that. They try to use those terms to get
exclusive.
Yeah, well, I don't even worry about exclusive, because exclusive is just something to add to it.
Hit and miss.
Yeah, hit and miss. I love and this is what pains me about this. I love the unique look of this. I love the different colors on it, but the base it's mediocre at best. For a $950 statue, this is a mediocre base. Plain and simple, everybody. Like it's hard to tell the difference between the actual steel of the industrial look from the goop from it. It's hard to tell the difference because their colors are so similar. And just for me, I'm tired of not having gloss on the Xenos. It just, that dry look hurts the look of the Xeno itself.
It is a little aggravating because, that's their signature thing.
It is.
That's how they announce their presence. It's just the goop. It's the slime.
Not even the slime, just the sheen of the Xeno itself.
Well, I mean, hell, if you look at any of the movies, every time you see a close face, a face of the Xeno, it's drooling. I mean, everywhere.
Anytime it opens its mouth.
Or if it's even just standing there growling, dude, it's coming.
Right.
It's all over them. Or hell, how it almost makes you think, like, I'm pretty sure I saw a thing where it was talking about how much KY jelly they use.
Oh, I can imagine, man.
They use hundreds of gallons of KY jelly in Aliens.
I can imagine.
Where Newt was taken.
No, right.
And you see like the river of Xenos.
Right.
And it's like so much KY. They were throwing buckets of it on there.
I love KY.
Of sex gel. Have some sex gel.
Yeah.
In your orgy of monsters.
And just like I said, man, just for me, I think that the price of this, it's not a very large statue. it's got some detail to it, but I don't think that it's not, especially when I compare it to the Alien King, which is either the same price or maybe $50 more, $50 more, and it blows this one out of the park. I just don't think it's $950, and for me, I'm gonna have to give it a C.
You know what you're paying for, don't you? You're paying for the pose because it's such a unique kind of pose.
I don't give it ain't worth $950.
Hey, I didn't say it was justified.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say it was justified.
And that's not even included with shipping. It's over $1,000.
All right.
So that's a C is all I can give it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give it a B- because what I wish they would have done instead of the industrial look, which we've all seen 100,000 times. We see it in the movies. We see it all. I wish we would have actually seen where this damn Xeno came from.
Right.
Maybe like a fucking carcass of something.
Oh, that'd have been a good one. Yeah.
You know, that it bursted out of.
Right.
You know, I mean, hell, if it's a mythos, you've got freedom to make whatever.
Right.
And hell, you know, maybe a desert scenario, because I mean, it looks like a desert kind of paint. That's what I would want to wear in the desert.
Right.
You know, something to hide in.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the Sahara.
And it actually makes more sense.
Yeah.
Right.
And that way it would make more sense. And, you know, I don't know, but the pose itself, man, is really the best part of the statue.
It really is. And the pose.
And the dome.
Yes. But
those are the
best parts.
The sculpt is good, too.
Oh, yeah. The sculpt is good.
On the Xeno.
Yes, I agree.
Jonesy.
I just think that Sideshow's got to do a better job, man. If you're going to charge $950,
man.
Yeah, if you're going to charge, I would say not even just on Xenos. If you're going to charge $950 for a statue,
how much was the Predator, the Jungle Hunter? Maquette.
I have to look. I think it was like 1,100 or something like that.
All right, so
something like that. I have to go back and look at it and verify. But I think it's somewhere around the lines of 1,100 or something like that.
Yeah, that's $150 more than this.
Yeah, and that's not a lot when you think about it, and a lot better.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I enjoy the statue. I'm gonna keep it because I'm a Xeno fan. I love the whole. I love Xenos, and this is a good This is a good pose and everything. It's just for $950. I can't recommend someone paying that much.
Can't justify paying that much.
Yes, for this, I just can't.
It's a good statue.
It is. But it should have been
not $150.
Not $1,000 yet.
Yeah, not $1,000 cool.
It's not. I'm sorry. Sorry, Sideshow, man. I wish you. I would have loved. I would have
600. 600, 700.
Yeah. I would probably give my rating higher for that price. But for over $1,000 when you add in shipping, nah, I can't do it.
No.
Sorry. All right, everybody. So thank you for joining us for this review. The next video we're gonna do. You'll see posted after this one. We're going to be doing our giveaway. So just be looking out for that one. Probably within the next few days or so after this one releases. Probably about 3 or 4 days after this one releases. So just look out for that one.
I don't know. Those aren't really entirely accurate numbers.
It's not because things come up and
things happen.
Yeah, they do. So within the next week or so, look for that video.
I hope everybody noticed our S.
Yeah, so we can try to get it all professional on y'all out. But thanks for joining us, man. Let us know what you think about this one. If you want a good up close look, I'll try and post some pictures throughout the video. But just go look up at our 360,
Yeah.
Up close and personal one. For some reason, I think the lighting, just 360. Yeah, 360 degree view. I think that for some reason, I think it looks better in that than it does in person.
It's because it's got the white background, and it's like
that's probably what it is.
It's all about the background and the reflection.
That's probably what it is.
That's Hollywood cinematic magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have no idea how to do that. It's always accidental.
Yeah, it really is. But all right, everybody. So thanks you for joining us. Let us know what you think about this piece and whether you think it's worth $950. Well, we include shipping over $1,000. But just let us know in the comment section what you think about it.
Yep.
But I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
See y'all next time, man. Peace.